Hello, my friends. Welcome back to another episode of the Phizcast, another long-forgotten episode of the Phizcast. I've just been gone. Quite frankly, I've just been out and distracted and doing nothing, really. I got a little bit stressed in the last week or so of school because of a final, but that ended up going fine. And I just never returned to doing this. I also apologize, my computer fan is running in the background, so the normal ambience is going to be a little bit louder than usual. Anyway, yes, how have you been? How has it been? How has life been treating you? It's been doing pretty well for me. Just, pretty much run-of-the-mill everything. Nothing ridiculous. Well, I mean, things happen. I've done a lot of fun things. And, but those aren't something to recount, I guess. It's more of a story time thing than what I choose to do. But by all means, I'm having a good time. I'm doing a lot of fun things with a lot of fun people and just living a good life. So, yeah. I really didn't come into this with any expectations. I had one sort of stray idea, which I will get into eventually, but I didn't really think it was something I could build a 10-minute episode of. Or off of. And so I just kind of let it hang and convinced myself to do this, but I've been procrastinating for like an hour or something, just playing a game and thinking about this the entire time doing it. When I was just like, it'll be fine. And I'll get it done eventually, but I just kept getting sidetracked and over again. Of course, it's a gacha game, and it's got a lot of RNG involved, so of course I'm going to try and go back into it 150 times to get what I want. But, no, it's just, I don't know. I've literally had episodes on this myself, and I still can't get my priorities straight. I don't know, maybe it's me. At that rate, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to recount, and apologize? I don't know. I know I'm not affecting a great mass of the world whenever I don't upload, or don't record, or don't share my thoughts, but I don't know, for the people that do care, I'm doing this for you. I appreciate everything that you do and come back to me and the fan art and the stuff. Yeah, I don't know. This has become a hobby. It's always kind of been a hobby, I guess. But at one point it was practice. At one point it was something I wanted to do for my career, for my life. I wanted to be into radio, and I wanted to do stuff like that. And by all means, it's still an option on the table should I choose to get into it, but plans have more or less changed since then. And I don't know, it's weird feeling. It kind of feels like it's all just been lumped on top of me at the same time. And I don't really know what to do because I haven't really been in that situation yet. I mean, I know I can see it coming, and I've seen people in it, and I've been told about it, and it just still comes as a surprise to me, which is a given, of course. I mean, it's something absolutely unknown by me, simply because I just haven't experienced it. But the time is quickly approaching when I will be thrown into the midst of it, and I will have to get used to it whether I like it or not. Of course, I've said many times before that I value fun over pretty much everything. I value my own entertainment, my own satisfactions over doing work or anything important. And I've always justified that by saying time spent having fun is not time wasted, which I still stand by. However, there is a time that comes whenever you need to just step up and do things. Just suck it up and go on. And when that happens, so be it. I have a pretty good mentality when it comes to just doing it. Just suck it up and get it all done, even if it's 2 or 3 days before it's due. But, whatever happens, It usually works out for me in the end. I'm still here. I'm still happy. I'm still living a good life. Happens that way. Yeah. One of the things I wanted to just bring up, which is I got more food for thought because I'm really been interested in that recently, especially just random things that you can latch onto and think about for half an hour or so. Not necessarily consecutively, but cumulatively. You ever think of just like, it's not necessarily coincidences, but something that's like something that somebody else says that's so relatable it shocks you, like it kind of takes back a second because it's extremely, extremely specific. I mean, there's a ton of those general statements, like, no offense, but some certain like horoscope things that describe just a big, giant blanket, broad statement over one particular group. And it's interesting because, I mean, those are, by all means, sorry, I also just hit my mic, so sorry. And those are not necessarily inaccurate because they are general, but they're general. They don't exactly have that same shock factor. But something like if you are a singer, good or bad, but impassioned. If you're an impassioned singer and you're in the mirror and you have to worry about adjusting your hair after you've all, shaken your head and got let loose and gone into it or something like that. Because I was thinking about that earlier, because that's what happened to me. I was just singing and I was jamming out to it, of course, and I messed up my hair, and I was like, oh, I gotta flick that back. And I was like, I wonder if anybody else, goes through that. I wonder if that happens to anyone else. And then it brought me on the, like, that train of thought where it was like oddly specific things. And then to that oddly specific thing, I was like, hey, I could talk about, because I started talking to myself for a second. I think I verbatim was just like, you ever wonder if anybody else has experienced like something so, I think it was the line where it was just like, somebody else says something so specific and relatable that it shocks you. And I was like, hey, I'm talking about it. And then I was like, oh crap, I haven't recorded an episode in like a month. I don't actually know how long it's been, but it's been a pretty long time. This has not been on my list of priorities. I just generally forgot about it. But I mean, I was talking and I was like, wow, I haven't done this in a while. And then here I am 5 hours later actually doing it because I decided it was a good time. And by all means, I'm having a good time with it. But I'm just forgetting where to go and forgetting how to do things. I also feel like this would be a lot easier live, And maybe someday, but I feel like live, not only live and with other people. I'm much more of a conversationalist than I am a muser, one who muses, who goes on and on about things. Even though I've done this 34 times now, I feel like I'm much better at doing it with other people. I could talk for so long with other people, and I feel like that's a pretty, funnily enough, I think that's a pretty blanket statement. I feel like there's a lot of people that could talk with others for a lot longer than they could talk with themselves, simply because other people have different ideas. Other people can contradict your ideas and oppose them, and you can go back and forth, and then it leads to long, interesting, and very informative conversations. And it's a lot of fun that way. Of course, there's introverts who can talk to themselves or think to themselves or go on these extremely long tangents or, periodic 10-minute episodes, give or take, of stuff like that. But it's just like, I don't know, I feel like it'd be a lot easier with other people. Maybe someday I'll ask other people to do it. I haven't asked anyone because I feel like it'd be awkward to have my real life friends do it. I feel like it'd be impossible because my internet is absolutely garbanzo beans to do it with people online or interviewing, stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah. 9 minutes and 12 seconds into the recording, and I have run out of things to say. By all means, I could go on about a couple things, but probably just kind of use this as a little time to just kind of kick back and talk for a second. Record, which is something I haven't done in a long time, and just kind of catch up. No particular topic. I have no idea what I'm going to title this. Probably just that, kick back and catch up. That's not bad. I like that. I've been writing songs. I have a couple songs. They're small. Like the longest one I have is like 48 seconds or something. But if you want to hear those, let me know. Because I kind of, for some reason, I had this image of my channel just being the only thing on the channel was this podcast, the Phizcast. And I don't know if that's smart. I don't know if that's what I should do. I don't know if I should expand my horizons, upload some music here and there, so just for fun, and go on with it. But let me know if you want that. And by all means, I'll just slap it on there, make it part of the channel. But anyway, 10.5 minutes in. Thank you very much for coming back. I'll try and record more often. I'll see what I can do. Honestly, no guarantees, but just kind of tired recently. So thank you for coming back, listening to me ramble. I appreciate it. This has been another episode of the Phizcast. I will see you when I see you. Bye-bye.